Hello, BKFK kids, my favorite kids in the world. Just a reminder, you are invited to our very first Magimajura monster meetup tomorrow. On Saturday, the 30th of November. It's an online gathering full of fun, stories and silliness, and we'd love for you to join us. We'll have a quiz, a question and answer session, and so much more. So head on over to bykids4kids.co and sign up, or just check out the show notes of this episode to find the link. We can't wait to see you there. Coming up in this episode, Stanky is feeling sick. Granny Gigglesnort comes to the rescue and gives him some potions to help. But things don't quite go according to plan.
How do you feel now?
Oh, it wastes a little lead.
A little lead?
She tries more potions, but the problem is they're all labelled incorrectly.
What in the world are these whimsical words wishing from me?
Granny's eyes widened.
Oh no, that's the alliteration potion.
Will they discover the correct potion? Listen on to find out. Okay, let's hear who the superstars are on this episode.
Hello, my name is Caleb. I am from India. I am 9 years old and I love reading books.
My name's Flora. I'm 8 years old. I'm from England, but I'm living in Malaysia. I love Minecraft and dinosaurs.
Well done, kids. Fu are yantastic. Okay, Ruby, let's get on with the lorry.
Panky's Stotion. One morning, Stanky woke up with a loud cough.
Oh dear!
He exclaimed, rubbing his round tummy with one of his monkey-like hands. He looked around Granny Gigglesnort's cozy cottage, which was a delightful mess. Every shelf and table was crowded with jars of weird ingredients, like pickled pixie dust and toadstool sprinkles. Stacks of ancient books were piled high in every corner, and the walls were covered with dried herbs hanging from hooks.
Granny!
Stanky called out,
I think I might need some help.
Granny Gigglesnort, busy stirring her cauldron, turned around with a frown.
Oh, Stanky, are you feeling sick? Let me get you a potion.
She and Stanky shuffled over to the potion shelves. Mismatched jars, each looking like it had its own mysterious little secret. Some bottles were huge and covered in dust so thick you could barely see through it. The labels were old and faded, with some so moldy that they looked like a swamp grew on them. The bottles themselves were odd shapes. One was all zigzaggy like a lightning bolt, and another was covered in weird little bumps like a toad's skin. Inside, the liquids were just as strange, swirling with glowing greens, glittery purples, and blues that sparkled like a rainbow in a tornado. Some potions bubbled and fizzed, sending little puffs of colored smoke drifting out, while others were thick and gooey, oozing around the glass like slime. And the labels, oh boy! Granny's messy handwriting was scribbled on all kinds of things. There were labels on old scraps of paper, some that were almost falling off, and a few with silly little drawings. One bottle had a frog with its tongue sticking out, and another had a bat's wing doodled on it.
Uh-oh, Granny. The labels are all icky.
Stanky said, scratching his head.
Never fear, my little bug collector.
Granny replied confidently.
I know just what to do.
She picked up a bottle. It was tall and skinny, but bent in all the wrong places, like a roller coaster that got lost halfway down. The glass was a wild, blindingly bright shade of lime green, covered with glowing stripes that zigged and zagged up and down. Granny pulled the cork and poured some into a tiny teacup.
Drink this, dear. It should help your cough.
Stanky took a sip. and scrunched up his face.
How do you feel now?
Oh, it tastes a little weird.
A little weird?
Stanky's eyes widened and he said,
I steal the fame. I'm just choking strangely.
Oh dear, that must be the spoonerism potion. Spoonerisms are when you mix up the starting sounds of words, Stanky. Like when you say, I bite littles instead of I like beetles.
Stanky chuckled.
This is fun. Might I have some coal?
No, we need to fix this.
Granny said, shaking her head.
Let's try this antidote. That will cancel the spoonerism potion.
She grabbed another bottle filled with a sparkly blue liquid. Stanky drank the antidote and he felt the words settle down inside him.
Back to normal. Phew. But I'm still coughing.
Let's try again.
Granny said with determination. She rummaged through her shelves and found another potion. The bottle was short and stubby, shaped more like a squished tomato than a proper bottle. The glass was a wonky mix of colors, a splash of pink here, a splotch of purple there, and spots of red that looked like they were moving around on their own.
Here, drink this one,
said Granny. Stanky gulped down the orange potion.
How do you feel now?
Asked Granny hopefully.
I feel like a silky snail sliding on a sunny day.
Stanky exclaimed.
What in the world are these whimsical words wishing from me?
Granny's eyes widened.
Oh no, that's the alliteration potion. When you use alliteration, it means you're using the same sound at the beginning of some words, like big bouncing bunnies or slippery slugs sliding.
Whoops, that's wobbly and wild.
Exactly.
Granny sighed.
Let's get you back to normal.
She poured another antidote into his cup. Stanky drank it down, feeling the tickle in his throat fade.
Whew. All right, no more alliteration. But I'm still coughing.
Let's try once more.
Granny insisted, looking determined. She reached for another bottle. It was a mad, twisty tangle of glass tubes that spiraled around each other like a rainbow-colored pretzel.
This one should do the trick.
Stanky drank it, smacking his lips.
How do you feel?
Granny asked eagerly.
I don't feel right. My throat's still tight. I feel kind of strange, like my words are rearranged.
Oh no, not again. That's the rhyming potion.
Granny groaned.
Rhyming means making words that sound the same at the end, like cat and hat, or bunny and funny.
Stanky looked defeated.
Please do something, Granny. You must make a planny. No more rhymes. I just want to feel fine.
Let's fix this once and for all.
Granny said, exasperated but hopeful. She poured another antidote into Stanky's cup.
Drink this, and let's hope for the best.
Poor Stanky glugged it down and said,
Phew! Back to normal. But I'm still got this tickle in my throat.
Granny thought for a moment, then exclaimed,
Heat up the cauldron. Maybe I can whip something up.
Soon the cauldron was bubbling merrily with colourful smoke swirling around the cottage. Granny peered in, stirring it gently. She chanted a little rhyme, her eyes twinkling with hope. Suddenly, a puff of bright green smoke erupted from the cauldron, and a shimmering liquid floated up to the top.
Aha!
Granny shouted.
The cough cure potion. We did it.
Stanky's eyes sparkled with excitement. Granny poured the potion into a cup and handed it to Stanky.
Drink up, dear.
He gulped it down eagerly, his heart racing.
Ugh, it tastes like centipede poo.
Forget about how it tastes. How do you feel?
Granny asked, her heart pounding with anticipation. Stanky paused, then smiled wide.
I feel fantastic. No more cough.
Granny jumped up, her bells jingling merrily.
Yippee! Finally! Now we can have a peaceful day.
I know what we should do first.
Stanky laughed, his round tummy shaking.
What's that?
Let's label all these potions.
Absolutely. Let's get started.
They laughed together, carefully writing new labels for their potions.
This one is for alliteration.
Granny said, scrawling the words.
And this one is for rhyming.
Ganky stiggled.
And this one, spoonerisms. I mean, for spoonerisms.
Quiz time. What was the first potion Granny gave to Stanky and what did it make him do? Was it A, the spoonerism potion that made him mix up the starting sounds of words? B, the alliteration potion that made him use the same starting sounds repeatedly? C, the rhyming potion that made his words rhyme? Or D, the cough cure potion that cured his cough? And the answer is A, the spoonerism potion. Question 2. What did Stanky say the spoonerism potion tasted like? A, centipede poo. B, a whittle leered. C, big bouncing bunnies. Or D, a rainbow in a tornado. And the answer is a whittle leered. Question 3. What happened when Stanky drank the alliteration potion? A, he mixed up his words. B, he rhymed all his sentences. C, he used the same sound repeatedly, like slippery slug sliding. Or D, he finally stopped coughing. And the answer is C. He used the same sound repeatedly, like slippery slugs sliding. Question 4. Which potion made Stanky's words end with the same sound? A, the spoonerism potion. B, the alliteration potion. C, the rhyming potion. Or D, the antidote potion. And the answer is C, the rhyming potion. Question 5. What did Stanky and Granny decide to do at the end of the story? A, label all the potions. B, make another potion for fun. C, clean up the cottage. Or D, take a nap. And the answer is A, label all the potions. I'm sure you know by now, we produce an extra story every week for our wonderful patrons, without whom we couldn't keep this podcast going. Here's a little taste of the next part of our current story, Queen Zixie of Ix. Suddenly, someone touched her arm, and she looked up to see a tall and handsome youth standing before her. It was none other than Ariel the fairy, who had assumed this form for her appearance among mortals. And over the youth's arm lay folded the magic cloak that had been woven the evening before in the fairy circle of Berzee. "Are you very unhappy, my dear?" asked Ariel in kindly tones. "I am the most unhappy person in all the world," replied the girl, beginning to sob afresh. "Then," said Ariel, "I will present you with this magic cloak, which has been woven by the fairies. And while you wear it, you may have your first wish granted. And if you give it freely to any other mortal, that person may also have one wish granted. So use the cloak wisely and guard it as a great treasure. Saying this, the fairy messenger spread the folds of the cloak and threw the brilliant-hued garment over the shoulders of the girl. Just then, Aunt Rivette led the donkey from the stable, and seeing the beautiful cloak which the child wore, she stopped short and demanded,
Where did you get that?
"This stranger gave it to me," answered Meg, pointing to the youth.
Take it off this minute and give it to me, or there will be trouble.
"Stop," said Ariel sternly. "The cloak belongs to this child alone." If you'd like to hear more, just go to patreon.com and search for By Kids for Kids Storytime. Hey guys, if you like this episode, please share it with your friends and family. It is one of the best ways to support BKFK Storytime.